We are tracking several stories today in the Trump administration's efforts to crack down on immigration. First, the wife of detained Columbia University graduate Mahmoud Khalil gave birth to their son without Mahmoud present. She accused federal officials of deliberately shutting down her request to have Mahmoud there. In a statement, she said, in part, despite our request for ICE to allow Mahmoud to attend the birth, they denied his temporary release to meet our son. This was a purposeful decision by ICE to make me, Mahmoud, and our son suffer. Meanwhile, a group of House Democrats, they traveled to El Salvador just yesterday. They were seeking the release of deported Maryland father Kilmar Abrego Garcia, but were denied a meeting with him. They're now calling for daily proof of life. And the Justice Department says dozens of members of Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, for the first time ever, now face charges under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. It's also known as the RICO law. So let's bring in our Department of Justice correspondent, Scott MacFarlane, who's following these stories for us. Scott, let's start with that Maryland father. What does daily proof of life mean here? And why are Democrats demanding it for Abrego Garcia?
And despite a court order that the administration return Abrego Garcia from that Salvadoran prison, and despite a court order that they be given daily updates on the effort to return Abrego Garcia, information about this man who was mistakenly deported from Maryland to El Salvador has been lacking. The Department of Justice and the Homeland Security departments have been giving the judges some information, but not a whole lot. In fact, it wasn't until just this weekend it was revealed through a visit from Maryland Senator that Abrego Garcia had actually been moved from the notorious CCOT terror prison in El Salvador to a nearby detention facility. And beyond that, these congressional delegations that are now going to try to make a meeting with or a visit with Abrego Garcia, these delegations are trying to find out what his current condition is, his health and well-being, and where the administration is in trying to get him returned. You'll recall the argument the administration has made unequivocally from the start here is that now that Abrego Garcia is in a Salvadoran correctional facility, it's out of their hands. It's in the hands of the Salvadorans. That impasse could come back to court as early as tomorrow afternoon in Maryland, where a federal judge is trying to keep tabs on this case.
All right, we'll see what comes out of that. Scott, the U.S. is invoking the RICO law and charging more alleged Venezuelan gang members. What exactly went into that decision?
It's an age-old federal charge, RICO, racketeering and corrupt organization. It is frequently used in large-scale criminal network prosecutions by the feds. It is a novel use here for Tren de Aragua because they're a relatively new organization on the radar of U.S. federal prosecutors. But the feds use this as a tool to dismantle organizations. If you charge RICO, you're able to get some people potentially who are in your crosshairs for prosecution to flip and turn over other members of the organization, taking the foundations of the organization, the pillars of it apart, to perhaps weaken the organization. Remains to be seen if that will be effective against a violent transnational gang. But the Department of Justice is trying this approach. In this case, they've announced of 27 gang member arrests.
Okay, let's talk about another law here. What's the latest movement with deportations under President Trump's use of the Alien Enemies Act?
Yes, some of this remains in the hands of an appeals court and the U.S. Supreme Court. You'll recall over the weekend there was a freeze ordered by the Supreme Court on more of these 1798 emergency wartime power deportations, which hadn't been used in America since Japanese internment during World War II. The ACLU, the Civil Liberties Union, is asking the court to extend that injunction to broaden the window so that a deeper review can take place. But all these matters now are in the hands of the courts, and these flights of would-be deportees who have been staged and ready to detention facilities in Texas are on hold, at least till the courts weigh in again.
Okay, Scott MacFarlane, thank you so much for your reporting. Appreciate it.